is God's roadmap for Israel and the church? These short Q&As will help guide you on your way. If Israel was established in international law in 1920, why did it have to fight a war of independence in 1948?
A very good question. In 1920, the British were given a mandate to develop the land of Palestine as a Jewish state, given this mandate by the 51 nations who signed the San Remo Agreement following World War I and the defeat of the Ottoman Empire. Shockingly, the first thing the British did was to give 77% of Palestine to an Arab chieftain named Abdullah, son of Hussein, the Sharif of Mecca. His brother Faisal had received Iraq. This was the portion east of the Jordan River and became known as Transjordan. For the next 30 years, there was a battle in what was left of Palestine between the Arab majority and the Jewish minority. And there was a battle within the British military and civil government over whether they would actually seek to fulfill their mandate, to facilitate Jewish immigration, land purchases, and the development of institutions. The first British general over Palestine, Ronald Storrs, ordered an end to Jewish immigration and to Jewish land purchases. And in 1920, the British stood by while Arabs under Haj Amin al-Husseini engaged in pogroms and murdered 100 Jews. The situation improved somewhat under the first British High Commissioner, Herbert Samuels. He opened up Jewish immigration and allowed land purchases by Jews. But the conflict continued between some Arabs and the Jews. Not all Arabs opposed the Jewish immigration. In fact, Husseini killed more Arabs than he did Jews. Those Arabs he saw as collaborators with the Jews. The British were struggling with what to do regarding this conflict and tried various inquiries. In 1937, the Peel Commission proposed a further partition of the land between Arabs and Jews, following the 77% that had become Arab Transjordan. The Jews were not happy about this partition proposal, but the Arabs absolutely refused, so nothing happened. Then in 1939, Britain attempted to renege completely on the mandate and closed off Jewish immigration. This just as Hitler was moving toward the annihilation of European Jewry, and Jews had nowhere to go. Desperate to open up Palestine for their fleeing kinsmen, some Jewish factions began to terrorize the British Army, mainly through sabotage and destruction of British property. And so in 1947, a Britain bankrupted by World War II relinquished the mandate to the United Nations and withdrew from Palestine. Now it was up to the newly formed UN to figure out what to do. They formed a committee known as UNSCOP, of which Canada was a member. This committee proposed partition, again, along somewhat different boundaries than the Peel report had done. In a dramatic development, the UN voted in favor of partition. Israel accepted the proposal in a heartbeat, even though it was now being offered only 13% of the original British mandate for Palestine. And of that 13%, 60% was desert. The Arabs, on the other hand, rejected the partition proposal. A civil war was already in progress within Palestine, and when the Jews declared their independence on May 14, 1948, the surrounding Arab nations joined the Arabs of Palestine and attacked. Their goal was to destroy the fledgling Jewish state and drive the Jews into the sea. Amazingly, after 15 months, the Jews prevailed. An armistice was declared along what is now known as the Green Line. Jordan occupied Judea and Samaria and called it the West Bank. Egypt occupied Gaza, Syria, the Golan Heights, and the Jews held the rest, which was the Galilee, the coastland, and the southern Negev desert. Israel had been born in a day, May 14, 1948, though it had to fight for 15 months to hold on to its fledgling state.